I was a terrible kisser at first. No biting. Keep it gentle.
Welcome to AI versus Adult Star, where I compete against a human. Both our responses will be judged by a sex expert who will hear all answers in my annoying voice.
Hi, I'm Sasha Amour. I'm a cam model and a content creator.
And me, your judge, cam superstar, Dirty Drizzy.
Good dirty talk, I would say number one, watch porn, because they talk dirty a lot of the time there. If you don't have a script or you don't have any ideas in your head, porn. Number two, somebody that you're actually into. It'll come naturally. At least it did for me.
Be descriptive and vivid. Paint a picture. Use descriptive language to create vivid mental images. Describe what you're doing, what you want to do, or what you want your partner to do. Example, I can't wait to feel your skin against mine. Or, I love the way you touched me there.
That's a pretty thorough answer. I feel like porn, that's like a step-by-step thing. I feel like porn will lay that out for you pretty plainly.
Now that's hands down answer number two, knocked it out of the park. That's how you do it.
Bummer. Oral sex? Probably. If you're not giving it, if you're not receiving it, because let's be honest, a lot of women are not receiving it, I would talk about that. I feel like that's pretty intimate. I like oral. I like giving it. I like receiving it. I vote for oral sex.
Be fully present. Eliminate distractions. Put away phones. Turn off the TV and focus entirely on your partner.
That's a pretty good answer. I would give it to AI.
I see where they're both going on that one, actually. But I would say number one definitely hit the nail right on the head.
Yay! First kiss. Ooh, don't bite their lower lip. Don't do that. I was a terrible kisser at first. No biting. Keep it gentle.
Start slowly. Gentle approach. Begin with a gentle, soft kiss. Press your lips lightly against your partner's. Avoid rushing or being overly aggressive. Mirroring.
We both used the word gentle, so I'm gonna say it's a tie.
Number two is correct.
Passion, intensity, it's something that you can't fake. So I feel like either you can tell and it's there, or it's not. So if you can feel it, then it's there. If it's not, it's not.
Mirroring. They mirror your movements or gestures, which is a sign of rapport and connection.
Mirroring's a good one, and I didn't mention that, so I'll give it to AI. That's a very good indicator, as a matter of fact.
Definitely number two.
I knew it. Ask your partner what they want, because you want to make sure you're pleasing your partner. It's hot to get the other person off. I would assume that's the goal when you're having sex. Like, you should be into the other person's pleasure as much as they're into yours. You have to ask, you have to communicate. Number one thing.
Check in frequently. Ask questions like, does this feel good? Or, do you like this? To ensure your partner is having a positive experience.
That's what I said, pretty much. I win that round. That's for me. That's on me.
Okay, so those are basically the same answer, so we're gonna call this one a tie.
That's fair. I would ask them if they've ever had a threesome before, and I would see if they're curious about that. Like, if they've had a threesome before and enjoyed it, if they've ever been curious about a threesome, that's how I would begin the conversation. I would start there. Because I think everyone's had a threesome fantasy at some point, right?
Begin by expressing your appreciation for your partner in your relationship. Highlight what you love about them and what you value in a relationship. Example, I really value our relationship and how we communicate with each other. I love how supportive and understanding you are.
That's a good answer, because a lot of people might feel threatened by the suggestion of opening the relationship. So I'll give that to AI. That's a good point.
You want to open up that relationship. Tough combo. I think two is probably more finesse. I rock with two.
I'm cool with that. I'm very blunt and I'm very direct, so I'd probably say we should just be friends and keep it at that. No misinterpreting that.
Clearly state your feeling and intentions. Be honest about not seeing a romantic future while emphasizing the value of the friendship. Example, I want to be honest with you, because I respect you. I see you as a close friend and I don't feel a romantic connection.
AI also suggests being straightforward, but I would give it to myself. I said it first.
The friend zone, I'm trying to stay away from that spot. I'd say answer number 1 though.
Yay! You gotta switch it up. You gotta switch things up sometimes. I would check in with my partner often about if the sex is satisfying, if they wanna try something new. Make sure they feel safe, they feel comfortable talking to you, obviously. But keep that line of communication open, is what I would say, and check in with your partner frequently, see if they wanna try something new.
Try new things. Don't be afraid to explore new kinks and activities. This could include trying different types of role play, introducing new toys, or experimenting with different power dynamics.
I agree with that, but you gotta talk about it first. So I would give that answer to me.
Kinksters, how do you keep it fresh and kinky? Now answer 1 pretty much nailed it. That's the way to go.
I knew I was right, I'm always right. I feel like it's something you can tell because bad sex doesn't always necessarily mean that the person is bad at sex. You guys might just not have any chemistry and not be compatible. So if you can feel that chemistry while you're having a conversation with them, I feel like it's a pretty good indicator that the sex is gonna be good. You gotta feel it. Sometimes you don't vibe with a person.
Pay attention to whether they listen actively and show interest in what you're saying. Good listening skills often translate to being attentive and responsive in bed.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll give it to myself. Same thing, chemistry.
Both good answers, honestly, on that one. I think number 1 though.
That's fair, I feel like. I'm just as smart as a computer, I would think.